Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. I hope you all are doing good. Welcome to this online English class. I am your teacher Sana Rahim. Today I am going to deliver lecture number 9 on the topic picture description, which is a very important topic. Why is this topic important? This topic is important because in your exams you are given a question about describing a picture. But I have noticed that there are few students who find it very difficult to attempt this question in their exams. And the reason being they are unaware of some useful phrases and tips which are very important for today's topic. So in today's class I am going to discuss with you all those important tips and useful phrases which are going to help you a lot, and I want all of you to be attentive. Okay, so let's get started with our today's topic, which is picture description. Here we go. Picture description, it is also called picture composition. Now what is picture composition? Picture composition is about writing different sentences in the form of a short paragraph based on a given picture. Okay, and for the writer of this paragraph it is very important to have some very good observation skills. For example, if the person or the student who is writing a paragraph based on a given picture, if he is having good observation skills, then he can write the picture in detail. Okay, so a picture composition involves writing sentences based on a given picture. It requires the writer to carefully observe the given picture and describe it in detail. Now let's focus on some tips for picture description. Top tips are: now first of all, whenever you are given a picture, you should look at that picture very carefully. Okay, take your time, take a few moments to think which scene is to be described. Now which scene are you going to write about the given picture? For example, if the picture is showing you a garden, you should write about that garden. In the same way, about a classroom, a birthday party, so on and so forth. Look at your picture carefully and take a few moments to think which scene is to be described. For example, a garden, a classroom, a birthday party, etc. Rule number 2 or tip number 2: focus and identify the items or the objects that are there in the picture, and you should know proper English vocabulary for those items that are there in the picture. For example, plants, sun, clouds, flowers, slides, etc. Let's focus on rule number 3. Now you should focus and identify who the main characters are in the given picture and what are they doing. You should know proper words for the action of the main characters. Okay, now rule number 3 is about vocabulary of action of the main characters. And for this rule, for rule number 3, you are going to use different sort of verbs. Verbs are action words. Okay, rule number 4, use present continuous tense for describing a picture. For example, it is raining, a boy is running. So sentences should be in present continuous form. Use verb to be is for sentences with singular subject, and use verb to be are for sentences with plural subjects. Okay, and try to construct sentences using present continuous tense. Main action word should be with ing. Now I hope you need some examples for better understanding, so here we go. On your computer screen you all can see a very beautiful picture. There are so many things and so many people in this given picture. Okay, so many items are there. Now what is in the picture? Whenever you are given a picture for description or for composition writing, you should use these two phrases. Okay, first of all, you should know about these two phrases. Phrase number 1 is in yellow color and phrase number 2 is in blue color. Now the yellow phrase is, in the picture I can see. Now add the following phrases with them. Whenever you join two different phrases together, you construct a very beautiful complete sentence. Now I am going to join this yellow phrase with the red phrase. In the picture I can see a vegetable garden. So by joining yellow phrase with this red phrase, I am going to construct a sentence in this way. In the given picture, or in the picture, I can see a vegetable garden. Now let's use blue phrase in the form of different sentences. There is. We use this phrase there is for sentences having singular item. There is an old man. How many men do you see? In the only one man is there. Okay, so there is an old man. How many girls are there? There are 2 girls. Now for singular only one boy is there. There is a boy. Okay, and there are different vegetables. How many items are there? What do you see? What are the main items that are there in the picture? They are vegetables. Okay, so there are, by joining this phrase with this yellow phrase, we are going to get a complete sentence. There are different vegetables in the given picture. So for constructing proper sentences, try to join two different phrases together. Okay, you should know phrases. Okay, develop your vocabulary of phrases. Now let's focus on another slide. See what is happening with the present continuous tense. Okay, now the people in this picture are ... ing. Complete this sentence using present continuous. So this is very easy. Just use ing form of the main verb along with verb to be are and verb to be is. The people in the picture are, they are working. The old man is ... ing. What is he doing? The old man is cleaning the garden with the help of a gardening tool. In the same way, describe or write about the action of the other characters in the same picture and use present continuous tense. Now we will look at other phrases which are relevant to prepositions of place. Now where in the picture? For mentioning where the items or things are in the given picture, we use different phrases which are prepositions of place. These all phrases are prepositions of place. Now what do you see in the middle of the picture? What is behind this wheelbarrow? If you see, there is a wheelbarrow in the middle of the picture and a girl is sitting in it, then what is lying behind this, or what do you see behind this wheelbarrow? Behind is another preposition of place. Now what do you see in front of this wheelbarrow? In front of is another preposition of place. So for mentioning the position or location of the things in a given picture, use such phrases which are all prepositions of place. Okay, and these are very important. Now we are going to describe this picture in detail. For example, in this picture there is a beautiful vegetable garden. A family is working in this garden. There are different types of vegetables. I can see plants of, now mention all the vegetables in detail. I can see plants of tomato, cauliflower, brinjal, pumpkin and red capsicum. An old man is digging soil with the help of a rake. In the middle of the picture, this is preposition of, this whole phrase in the middle of the picture. Okay, you should know these phrases. In the middle of the picture, a little girl is sitting in a wheelbarrow. Behind her, there is an old woman who is picking some cauliflowers. In front of the wheelbarrow, a little boy is watering the pumpkin plants. There is another girl wearing a pink hat. She is picking a brinjal. There is a very beautiful bird sitting on her hat. In the top right corner of this picture, now this is complete one phrase. Okay, this is complete one phrase, and you should have knowledge of such phrases. In the top right corner of this picture, there is a small house, or you can also say there is a small storeroom. It depends on your imagination. Okay, a rake and a watering tool are lying in front of the house. The weather in the picture is quite pleasant. It is a bright sunny day and all the plants are looking fresh and healthy. Now try